What's going on, everyone? I am back with an unboxing. Today I've got a package coming all the way from Portugal. So without further ado, let's see what we got. Okay, if you hear my dog barking in the background, don't mind her. It's her witching hour. I'm gonna try and set up an overhead shot with my GoPro so I can switch back and forth. Hey! This looks so weird. Let's be careful here. This plastic packaging is just so professional. Ooh, looks like I've got a little extra. Oh my God. We've got this really cool Yellowood leather keychain that you can squeeze a setup in. I've never had one of these. I recently got this awesome fingerboard case from Decent Bit. I love this thing. So this is similar, but you actually get to show off your setup. Anyways, we've got a classic Yellowood sticker. And then the Y Trucks logo, pretty big sticker. And let's start off with these. So the Y Trucks are 32 millimeters. I don't ride wide boards anymore, so we'll get to that with this other item I got. Now, typically I prefer all chrome trucks, but I figured this black and white combo was a little more like classic Y Truck, so that's why I went with that. But yeah. Has the Y keys included, which is helpful. Obviously 8 screws, some stickers, and then of course your trucks. I think just while I'm testing this out for the time being, I'm gonna keep the stock tuning. In the future, I can assure you I'm gonna change it because that's just how I am. I like to change things up. Yeah, beautiful packaging. Exactly how I remember in 2011 when I first got my set of Y Trucks, which I still have actually. These are my first set of Y Trucks I've ever gotten. I think they're 29 millimeters. I don't even know why I got green because green's never been a favorite color of mine. Now coming to this next board. This has been something that I've wanted ever since, God, what's his YouTube? Danilio 2020. He posted a video. It was like, one of his friends broke it. And then I went back and watched more of his videos. I'm like, oh my gosh, actually, that yellow deck looks so cool. It's just like quintessential Yellowood. That being said, yellow is my least favorite color. I just want to go with the classic Yellowood Y Truck, like just that old school feel. Basically what I was looking for when I was 12, 13 years old, I wanted to relive that again. So here we are. I've got the Yellowood A6. I don't know Portuguese, so I'm gonna butcher this, but I think it's Amarelo. If I'm wrong, I'm sure someone's gonna correct me. I saw that these were being released again after being pressed 10 years ago and 10 years of curing. So it looks beautiful. I mean, this engraving it's a true engraving. It's not just an etch, with a laser or anything. It's like, I mean, I would bet this is CNC milled, and I don't even know that there's any other companies doing anything like this. It looks pretty deep. I mean, at least 2 plies deep. Looking at it while it's still in the box, of course, it has a nice finish. The yellow bottom ply is clean. Ply combo is yellow, yellow, black, black, yellow, yellow. It has 6 plies, which I don't think I've ever had a 6-ply board before. Here's our packaging. This is a really nice cardboard. Package contains the board, slim tape, and Yellowood stickers. And we've got a nice little sticker sheet. Here's what the top looks like. The shape is really intriguing. It has a very thin and pointy tail. I mean, that sounds right. That's how I remember Yellowwoods, but it's just weird because I haven't had one in hand in so long. And then still a bit more pointy of a nose. The rounding looks nice. Now we're gonna actually check the width. Ooh, okay, wait, let me make sure this is correct. Okay, I'm zeroed out, so maybe the GoPro can see this. Okay, yeah, 34.4. A little on the wider side. Let me try different spots on the board. Yeah, we're around 34.5. So it's a little wider than advertised, which is okay. I get there's human error involved with this. Usually if you have a template and it's like right on the money at 34 millimeters, sometimes it's like 33.8 because you stand a little bit off the edges, and that's totally normal. But yeah, I don't know if this is done by hand or maybe the template's off a little bit, but I'm getting a reading of 34.4. I'm probably gonna sand this down to 32 millimeters. Am I gonna do it right off the bat? I don't think so. I think I'll keep it at 34. but I don't ride 34s anymore. It's way too wide. Yeah, I'm probably gonna sand this down. And this is like a little bit of a collector's item, but I'm holding on to it. I'm not trading this away. This is gonna go up there eventually if I don't end up making it a main setup. So I'm not worried about resale value, but I like to reshape stuff. This is the fun in the hobby for me mostly is use. I do wanna mention, this is 71 US dollars. That's really high. I was looking to get the A6 and the P6, so the black bottom ply and this yellow bottom ply, but when I saw they were $71, I refrained because I just couldn't justify it, especially if I didn't know this is gonna be a board that I was like obsessed with using. Price tag was a little high, and same with the Y trucks. I do love dynamic trucks, and they are more on the affordable side of professional fingerboard truck. So I was like, well, I can either get another replica board of something I don't know that I'm gonna love to use, or I can try out Y trucks again, just for kicks and gigs. So let's finally open these Y trucks. Now these are an inverted kingpin, which is how I also prefer my dynamics. Okay. So getting the trucks out of the packaging, I'm actually gonna move this. We don't need this anymore, right? Who am I asking? I'm the only one here. The black hangers look very clean. It doesn't seem to be any imperfection in terms of the paint. But then we get to the white base plate. I think these trucks were what, $55? Because these are the X4s. I don't want to say they're scratched up, but definitely some like errors maybe in the painting process, or maybe, I don't know, from being bounced around in a warehouse. I have no clue. But that's not really something that is ideal in a $55 truck. I have owned colored BRTs in Color Dynamics, and that has not been the case on those. Take my opinion with a grain of salt. I'm just observing this. I am not a truck maker or manufacturer, so don't know what the process looks like, but expectations are a little bit different given the price tag. Let's see what else is included in here. So similar kind of like cardstock, very quality presentation. I would love to do that with my decks, but it's just, I won't even know where to start. So we have the same sticker sheet with the deck as we do with the trucks, which is totally cool. I'm not a huge sticker person. And of course, an important thing to show you is the Y truck and this little Allen key, because the Y trucks do use like a star bit versus a regular Phillips head screw. Or I guess it's like a super mini. I don't even know what size, like 2 millimeters or something. I don't know. But yeah, so these are things you don't want to lose. It's ironic because I did lose them for my old set of Y trucks, and I ended up just using like regular Tech Deck screws, which has been fine. But I don't switch these on and off all the time. They kind of just sit on this little sausage deck. I will see what I'm going to set up with this. Long story short, don't know what to put on it for wheels. But I will be back, obviously, to show you how I set this up. I am a sucker for sparkling drinks. Canada Dry, lemon lime, highly recommend, but it has to be refrigerated. When this gets warm, it is not pleasant. Here is one of the ways that I grip my fingerboard, or cut the grip on my fingerboard. I don't get fancy with designs. I just line it up, make sure it's, oh my gosh, this tape is like barely covering the board. Okay, now I have to be a little more specific here. Yikes, this is gonna be so close. All right, now that I've got this lined up, I'm gonna go around the edges with my thumb and just kind of form it toward, to the board, rather. So you see here, I'm just kind of going around, making sure it gets in the dips. I want it really feeling those contours of the shape of the deck. You see the outline of the board? You want that. It is not as much about the actual item you use. It just has to have kind of an edge on it. So I'm using scissors. That's what I recommend. You're not using the sharp part. You're using, oh my God, have I spoken before? You're not using the sharp part. You are using the outer edge. But still go clean your parents' kitchen scissors, okay? This is not me saying just go steal them, grip your fingerboard, and put them all sticky back in the cabinet or cupboard or wherever you put them. Get a nice little grip on it. I'm right-handed, so I'm gonna go, actually left-handed too. I'm gonna include you guys because some of you are cool. But what you're gonna do is put pressure down on the edge of the board and go down in a nice fluid motion. You want to give that good pressure, not too much. You're not trying to take off some of the wood, but you want to follow this contour that you've already created. Okay, this is what it looks like, the grip job. Microphone's gonna die, I gotta unplug. Are you guys being bad? You're being good. But I don't want you to be alone. You're being bad. Look at, she's such the culprit. There's nothing even there. There's nothing there. This is how it looks. I think it's a little funky having 32mm trucks on the 34mm deck, but you know, that's the cross I bear for having preferences, I guess. So I will try and get a little session in with this setup and see how it treats me, but honestly, I'm not sure I'm gonna love the width of this deck, and I will probably end up shaving it down anyways.